As Bitcoin has had a major dump in the last couple hours, our predictions came true once again. We predicted that there would be a possible retest of 39, as low as even 37,000, and that is exactly what's happening. So guys, if you want to see how we did this, stick around for the next part of the video and let's get started. Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Crypto, Stocks, and You. I'm your host, Ulises Herrera. Guys, as I said in our last in our introduction, guys, we did predict the fact that Bitcoin was gonna have a slight dump.
Personally, and on the 4 hourly, if we were to 40,000, and I mean, I guess even as low as 37,000 again, we could say we're still kind of bullish.
When we were here, I was telling you guys, like, look, hey, Bitcoin's pumping quite a bit. It just seems like I wouldn't be surprised if we retested 39 and possibly even as low as 37,000, and that's exactly what happened, guys. We came down to I think the lowest we've come down to was 38,000. 38,500, which is good and bad in two scenarios, guys. Right now, it just seems like the 1 hourly for Bitcoin is going to continue to keep dumping just a little bit more. Now, we do have some major retests to do in order to continue to be bullish, guys. So let's see here. Where are we here? Let's take this away. Okay, so we're really traveling within this main channel right here, guys. So on the 1 hourly, it seems as if we've already dumped quite a bit, obviously, guys. I mean, it was like a pretty harsh dump. We've dumped around 8%, which is quite a bit, obviously, in 1 day. So right now the RSIs on the 1 hour are pretty darn low already. Could they go lower? Yeah, they could go lower, but they're pretty darn low already. So it doesn't seem likely that, I mean, things are gonna get much more terrible within the next couple hours, but I definitely would not be surprised to retouch the bottom of this channel at 37,000, close to 37,000 even, guys. On the 4 hourly, we still haven't seen any of that red momentum, and usually when you kind of get those dumps, you see this negative red momentum. So once we start getting this red momentum here, guys, like that, going into the red, and that would be red, obviously, it's likely that we're gonna go down and go, maybe we could go down like this and go like that eventually, and then retest. So which would create, like I said, a double bottom. That would be interesting, and if we break out, boom, that would be a good thing. We really basically want to hold the previous levels of support, because otherwise, if we break below these 37,000, guys, I mean, there's not a lot of saving grace below 37 and 33. I'm sorry, 33. So if we don't hold this, it would not ultimately be a good thing. Now, remember that we had that there was going to be a potential triple bottom forming on the 1 day, guys, and let's see what that is playing out as of right now. We had this major triple bottom kind of forming. It looks like it could potentially still be at play, but right now it's looking not too great. I mean, once again, we should definitely hope not to print any candles on the 1 day below 37,000, and otherwise that structure could still technically be intact. But if we don't, and then we go like, because this is a triple bottom right here, 1, 2, and then this is the third touch. If it doesn't hold, if it holds, we would go like that, which would be a good thing. But if it doesn't and it breaks like this is not going to be a good thing, guys. So we definitely don't want that to happen on the 1 day chart. We really want to be able to hold this part of the structure, and it seems likely that we could. But once again, not financial advice. I could be wrong completely. We could just keep dumping for no reason or for some reason, and break the structure and retest the lower time frames on Bitcoin on the 1 day, and usually takes more work to recover from. Let's go look at the 1 week chart, guys. So the 1 week chart looking okay, nothing crazy. It looks like we are still slightly in an uptrend on the 1 week, even though money flow index is kind of like pretty much diminished, and it's starting to show like we're going into red money flow, which means there's money leaving Bitcoin instead of going into it, which is not a good thing really. But the money flow index is kind of not, it's basically just like this. We really don't want to see that. We want to see money flow index going up like that. So the fact that it's on the 1 week chart super low is not, it's not a good thing. Obviously we want to see that kind of recover. So right now, you guys, overall for the next couple of hours and days, we want to see Bitcoin hold this structure. To me, this is a very important structure. This whole channel really is very important, but we want to see us not break below 37,000 on the 1 day, and we really want to hold 37,000 in general on the 4 hourly. So 37,000 for me, guys, is a very important level, because if we start to break below that, it's not gonna look good. Basically, it's not gonna be pretty. So we'll see what happens. Right now, the 1 day on the 1 hourly has dumped pretty much quite a bit, but I still wouldn't be surprised to even see us to go down to 37 and hopefully come back up on the 1 hour, and then subsequently all the other time frames will follow. Basically towards the upside, because we're pretty low on every time frame on the RSI. So except the 3 and 4 hourly, guys, it looks like I guess we could still keep dumping quite a bit more, which is telling me that 37,000 is probably not out of the cards. So we'll see what happens. Let's go to Ethereum, guys. Ethereum on the 1 day. Let's just start with the 1 week. Ethereum looking not super great either. It's pretty low. Money flow index is going down, which is not a good thing. Luckily, we're still not breaking into red money flow index, which we could still have pumps without positive money flow index. But still, it's always better when there's money flow, because the pumps are stronger and they sustain a lot longer. Right now, on the 1 week, we really want to be holding right above 2,300. That's kind of the lowest point of support. And on the RSI, we're kind of already down there. Could it get worse? Yeah, it could get worse. It got worse right there. Got worse right there. So it could still once again retest the lower parts. So it's not looking great, but it's also not looking super terrible because we've dumped so much already. So let's go to the 1 day chart. 1 day chart, guys. Same thing, kind of as Bitcoin. We were trying to form this triple bottom on the 1 day, and it looks like it's after this dump. It looks like it's not holding super well, and I don't want to see Bitcoin break below 2,400 really. To me, the last line of support is going to be 2,300. If we break 2,300, that's not going to be a good thing, guys. Ultimately, in the 4 hour, it probably looks very similar to Bitcoin. Same thing. I would not be surprised to retest 2,300. Could we keep going up on both? Yeah, we can out of nowhere just get a pump, because right now there is no technical analysis could be very invalidated out of nowhere with all the geopolitical events going on, Federal Reserve, all that stuff. We could just out of nowhere get a crazy pump or a crazy dump. So technical analysis can only take us so far right now, guys. But I would not be surprised to see 2,300, and let's hope we hold 2,300, and then see what happens from there, guys. Same thing with Ethereum on the 1 hour. It's pretty already low. I mean, typically, if you're doing like a 1 hour trade, I personally would be monitoring this very closely and seeing if we see any kind of reversal, and then I would be, if I was taking a trade, I'd probably be scalping this 1 hourly pretty severely and seeing what happens. But let's see what happens. Right now, looks like there's some kind of structure here, I guess. Let's see, because that looks too wide, and that really is kind of what you want to see. So if you want to, we can see it break above into the structure and then come back up. This is some form of channel here, guys, which is a rising channel, which if I had seen this before, which I mean, guys, we've already predicted that Bitcoin and Ethereum were gonna have a slowdown and a possible retest of lower time frames. Rising channels always break towards the downside, guys. Remember, say this time and time again. That's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. You can always get out of the rat race too. I'll see you on the next one.